Peace and love, family. So in this video, I'm gonna be telling y'all and reminding y'all, if you forgot, on how to use SHREEM BRZEE. Sounds pretty broad, but let me just get into it. So all you need to know is that SHREEM BRZEE works like a seed, right? Example, a banyan tree is so huge, yet it's contained inside of a small seed. But you don't see the tree inside the seed, right? You don't see that huge 300-foot tree inside of that seed. You can't see it. The same way, SHREEM has the potential to manifest a lifetime of wealth, abundance, and happiness for you, but you just can't see it. But the potential of that life is contained inside of those two small words of that seed, right? Right. So, same way that SHREEM BRZEE, the sound, has the total wealth of the universe embedded within it. The total wealth of the universe is embedded within the word SHREEM BRZEE. If you just say it over and over again, you will never be broke. One time, for the people in the back, if anyone has ever asked me, how many times should I chant? You should stop everything you're doing, stop talking to me, and chant and keep going, and don't stop until your circumstances have changed. You're right? Because that's damn near almost literally what I did, you know. I found out this worked, and I went hard, and I did that shit as much as I humanly possibly could, you know, almost. And my circumstances have changed. So, take it from me. Go freaking hard on that shit. Or continue to be uncomfortable where you're at, because I know that shit sucks and it hurts and it's very uncomfortable to be broke and struggling and having to, you know, beg for money. So go on and 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 on. Don't ask how many times a day until your lungs and your throat gives out. Moving on. So, SHREEM BRZEE has the entire wealth of the universe encapsulated within it. All you have to do is just say the sound or write the sound over and over and over and over again, guys, right? And it will create all the wealth that you want to create. That's just how it works. It's something very mechanical. And people that say, you know, it is... mantras don't have any power, that's completely false. Mantras do have power, or else we wouldn't be saying anything, right? Because think about it. You're trying to manifest, right? But you're like, you know, because a lot of people might come across to you and say, oh, SHREEM BRZEE, oh, it's just placebo, right? You're sitting down, okay. Money is coming to me, money is coming to me, money is coming to me, money is coming to me. You're thinking, right? You're thinking about that money coming to you. You might be visualizing those literal words, or you might be visualizing that physical dollar bills floating to your body, floating into your hand, right? You might be picturing that. But if you're not, okay, you can picture that, you know, the visuals of that money coming to you, that will work. But if you're using words, if you're thinking of any types of words, or if you're trying to, it's all vibrations, right? Sound is vibration. So if you're using any other sound, any other affirmation than SHREEM BRZEE, it's not the most effective sound that you can use, because this is just sound technology, right? I'll get into that in a whole nother video and, you know, remind y'all, but This isn't a religion or anything like that. It has Hindu roots, of course, but it is a sound vibration. So if it didn't have any power, you wouldn't be able to say that over and over, right? And it worked, you know? So, so that's just how it works. It's just very mechanical. If you say SHREEM BRZEE, a lot of times money will come to you. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter if you're somebody with a whole bunch of money karma. Oh, I'm this person. Oh, it's just little old me. Oh, woe is me. It's not going to work. It's not working. No, it will work. You just haven't done it long enough times, right? Keep going. Moving on. A great example of this, of SHREEM BRZEE, is a wine cork hammering the iron bar, right? So how we use SHREEM BRZEE to maximize your results and get the maximum effect out of it. The example would be a wine cork hammering an iron bar. You know, it's a huge iron bar, and just consistently tapping on an iron bar with a wine cork, you know, it bends it, you know, just from continually pounding it and pounding it over and over, right? So SHREEM BRZEE works the same way, obviously. You know what I'm about to get at. Saying it over and over and over and over again will slowly, over time, you know, eventually and inevitably change your circumstances and increase your income, increase your prosperity, increase your abundance, increase your wealth. You know, there's no question about it. It will work. It has to work. There's no cases where this has not worked, you know, and somebody has done it how they're supposed to, you know. So the best part is, you know, you don't have to understand how all this works. The only slightly thing is you just might have to believe me or believe anybody that says they're using it, you know. You don't even have to do that. You just kind of got to do that to cut out all the time of your skeptic phase, you know. Because if you new to SHREEM BRZEE, there's phases. I need to make a video on the phases because I kind of got it down, you know. I see where a lot of y'all be going, you know. So, but it'll cut out that skeptic phase where you're like, oh, does it work? Or, oh, I don't know. Nah. Go read comments and testimonials. That's what I did, you know. And I'm seeing all these people, you know. I know how energy in the universe works. I'm like, oh, this shit is the real deal. You know, it really works, you know. So, and then I understand the science behind it. I understand, you know, vibrations and energy, molecules, atoms, and, you know, the quantum realm and all that shit. So I understand why it works. It makes perfect sense, you know. So that's the best part. You don't have to understand how it works, right? Example, medicine, aspirin, right? You can maybe break down what's in an aspirin, you know, but you really can't tell me exactly, you know, the chemicals, the chemical compound, you know, and the chemical makeup of an aspirin. But you know that shit work, right? You know, when you pop that motherfucker, it's going to take the headache away. You don't go to the pharmacist and say, hey, what was in that shit? That was some good shit. It really took my headache away. No, you don't question it, right? You take that aspirin and you know it's going to work because aspirin is made up of so-and-so structures. Amber Alert cut me off. But yeah, so yeah, you take that aspirin and you don't question it. You know, you don't go down to the pharmacist and ask them what's in it. You take it and it, you know it works. Boom. Same way with SHREEM BRZEE. You don't have to know exactly how it works. You keep saying it and doing it and practicing it and listening to it and writing it over and over, and it will work. Yep. Because the sound itself is wealth, you know, it's wealth consciousness. This is what money sounds like, you know, and just by saying it over and over again, you will have wealth consciousness, and that's just all there is to it. Love you guys. Peace.